Hello everybody and welcome back to Megaman Battle Network 5, Team Colonel. Now, in the last episode, we were challenged by a mysterious man to run through the Squirrel Comp and hunt down his navi, which is hiding in the very back. And I do know the path to get to him, but there are some extra items that can be found in the Squirrel Comp, so we're going to be going for those as we run around, battle some viruses, and pretty much just have a chat. Wait, hold up. Oh, okay, that's why okay. Sorry, my buttons got confused around for a second. I was playing a completely different Mega Man game, so on a similar controller, because I've been playing, oh, my shoulder's itchy, so I'm not running. Sorry! But I actually ended up getting a ROM for Mega Man Battle Network Operate Shooting Star. So my hands are like all backwards because I put in like the actual like Nintendo DS controls instead of preferred controls, just because, you know, that makes sense. And of course, when I actually get back to Battle Network with a proper like controller that's mapped to how I like it, it's of course all over the place because Game Boy buttons versus, you know, DS buttons. It's a little jank, but it works. Also, if you notice, I went ahead and I did a little bit of grinding to get some extra battle chips that we can use. That'll be helpful and make things, at least the, you know, process of murdering viruses much easier. And also, is one thing more I'm going to mention is, you know, this video was actually supposed to be out yesterday. At least I'm hoping that I can get this up on the 17th. I'm actually recording this the same day I'm planning on it to go up. So, yeah. That didn't work. So hopefully this will go up after, like, okay, not immediately after I finish recording, but you guys get the gist of what I'm trying to talk about. I planned on doing this yesterday, but that ended up didn't working because I ended up spending 9 hours at work. We haven't even hit the holidays yet, and I end up, like, just working myself to, not death, but pretty much into the ground. But at least I've got the next day off, so even though I still had to go into work today. Yeah, that's the one thing that's crazy, is my normal shifts, at least for the moment, because of just everything that's gone on, is I usually work only like 3 to 4 hour shifts at a time, unless, you know, I'm actually in a specific area of the deli, which is just like, is when they stick me in one of the back areas where you're there for like the whole shift, because they can't really just put you there for 4 hours, get somebody else in for 4 hours, and then just, or like 12 hours for the entire shift. Although sometimes they do give some people like a full 12-hour shift, and I'm just like, why? Why is that big of a shift needed? Okay. That kind of worked how I wanted it to, but at the same time not really. But either way, virus is dead. The only thing is there should be more stuff in here. I know, like, not everything has items in it, but at the same time, I'm also not exactly trying to... Okay, you know what? We're just going to run from these guys because they've already got their battle chips, and none of their battle chips are going to be helpful to me. I mean, I can always use the Zenny, but I do enough grinding as is that I don't need to really worry about that. And yeah, that's why you want to run out and get stuff, because, you know, you get a power-up, like HP memory, which is exactly why I miss stuff like this, because I never actually went and looked. But that's just a little bit of a bash at younger me that never went looking for these types of things and always was just like, oh, I'll be fine with 120 maximum HP for, like, the final areas of the game when you suck at it. Because your underdeveloped child brain doesn't know how to actually, you know, do the things that are required of you. And that's the one thing about being, like, getting older that's kind of nice, though, when you play a lot of video games. It's like, you see yourself grow, and you have all these memories of being just really bad at video games, and you're like, oh, I suck. And then you're actually get good. Remember, I didn't really start picking up, like, Battle Network, because by the time I was around, if I remember correctly, around like 11, 12, I got really into like all the things, like developing like high level folders, actually knowing how to customize, like learning everything I could because, you know, internet was a thing. That's one thing weird, is, like, I'm a 2000s kid, and, okay, granted, like, literally, like, the beginning of 2000s. Well, I guess it's really not the beginning, because I was born, like, at the tail end of the year 2000. So, yeah, there is that, I guess. Missed it by 12? 11 or... No. December has 31 days. I missed it by I missed 2001 by 12 days. So, yeah. I get to be the OG 2000s kids. Whatever the fuck that means. Either way. I was wondering why I'm jacking out is because of pretty much the entirety of the Squirrel Comp is like, excuse me. But the entirety of the Squirrel Comp, if you notice we're now in just Squirrel Comp 9, is it's completely cut in half and separated. So you're not gonna get to one or the other. Which really makes no sense in terms of how they explain the Squirrel Comp. It's like, oh, you wanna pass this test, well, come meet my navi in the Squirrel Comp. Meanwhile, you know, he's not exactly, like, they say he's in the deepest area, but at the same time it's not even like that far in because, you know, it doesn't go as far back as you would think. If you had to, like, travel through like 16 different comps, then, like, maybe that would make a bit more sense, but it doesn't do it that way. So it kind of just leaves you with the sense of, like, okay, well, what the heck was the point of this? At least in my opinion. But that's all for another day. Alright, we need to get some, like, viruses that can give me some better chips. That's what I need. Better chips. Squirrel Comp 11. What is hiding in here? More warp panels. Mystery data. Go back to blue. Yeah, one thing I would recommend is just pick one color instead of flip-flopping back and forth. When you're going through here, is just pick a color and then just stick with that one the whole way as you go through. And then just run through the other one. It's pretty much the only thing that you can do. Okay, get the rig up 1. Now we can just run back through and just hit yellows on the way back. Let's see. I do believe I got everything, or at least most things. If I'm missing anything, it's something that's probably fairly inconsequential. Ugh. I need to stop yawning. You know, yawning is basically just your body telling you that you're at like 20% power. That's what it means. It's just like, low power mode, activate! Get some sleep, take a nap. I honestly could use one. So that's the one thing is, I've had to get up at like 3, 4 a.m. every day since I had gone into the hospital. And let me tell you, it is not at all glamorous. Because it's just like, ugh. You look at the clock and it's like 4 a.m. and you're just like, ugh. Normally that's the time I go to bed at, not the time I wake up at. That's the weirdest part. That's the weirdest part of the adjustment. It's just like wait a second. I'm supposed to be going to sleep. But instead, I'm now getting awake to go to work. But that is how it is sometimes. Oh, and look who it is. It's you. Shadow Man. I measured how long it took you to get here. I'm impressed. What are you people after? Wouldn't you like to know? And transition to, other navi and conversation and, Alright, and now for the Team Protoman side, which we have... Ah, there you are. So you're his navi. Yep. You got here pretty quickly. I'll have to give you credit. What do you guys want? Wouldn't you like to know? But yeah, this is Charlie and his net navi, Gyro Man, if you haven't already guessed that or didn't know. Well done, well done. Are you satisfied? Now tell us what you know about Dad. Yes, I almost forgot. What I found out is Nebula kidnapped your father in order to capture a certain thing that he has. Something my dad has, but what? Couldn't tell you, this is all I know. That's it? Yep, that's it. Hey, come on home. Roger. Lan, you have quite some technique, but you rely too much on your Navi's abilities. Not even. I do just as well even without Megaman. What kind of a thing is that to say? And that pretty much is just the exact same thing. So anyway, back on to... Well, okay, there is a little bit of slight difference in their dialogue, but either way, back on the team kernel. So, yeah. Transition. As he runs away. Well, clearly you're competent. You're Shadow Man's operator. Now I have an idea of your present strength. Lan, you're too reliant on Navi's abilities. What? I do just as well, even without Mega Man. Lan, what kind of a thing is that to say? Our strength lies in our synergy. Mega Man, you're the best Navi I could have. But you did hear what he said. Who wouldn't get mad? I guess your bond isn't as strong as I thought. It's going to be an uphill battle against Nebula. I don't need to hear that from you. And why would Shadow Man's operator need to test us? Wait, aren't you a Nebula agent? I'm a lone wolf assassin. I belong to no one. Shadow Man, return. At once. Lan, heed my warning. Regal seeks a certain thing that belongs to your dad. If Regal is able to get it, it will surely spell doom for all. But wait! Is he a friend or foe? And what is the thing that Dad has? Well, he'd probably be closer to a foe because, you know, you fought him in the past and he tried to destroy the country. It's from Beryl. I'll read it. Nebula agents still remain in Orin area. Immediately make your way to Orin. However, Orin network is unstable. You will not be able to drag in from Orin. I'll go there by way of ACDC. Fine. And, well, we just have the mail from Beryl that we have to not really read, but that's just there. So let's make our way to Orin area, because we have 6 Nebula agents that we must destroy before they try and reoccupy the area. So yeah. I honestly don't know where I'm going with this. I honestly have kind of just lost my train of thought as I'm not, what's the word? I don't want to say, like, I'm too tired to, like, do this type of stuff, but at the same time, it's just, like, probably could have held this off another day, but at the same time, it's been so long that you guys haven't had content, and I just feel really bad, but at the same time, I'm just, like, kind of pushing myself to actually, you know, do stuff. Which, I mean, isn't necessarily the best thing to do, but sometimes it's just how things are. Wait. Get out of here, and then we can hit that back row with the sword. Or not. There we go. Ring! Lan, it's your phone. I see you've arrived in Orin area. There's 6 remaining Nebula agents. They're hidden in Orin areas 1, 2, and 3. Find those 6 and delete them and contact me. Good luck to you. Megaman, let's go find the remaining Nebula agents. Roger. Well, I'm gonna actually just, mainly out of just my own exhaustion, I'm actually gonna go ahead and end this episode off here, and then we'll continue on to the next one. So, yeah. Until then, I guess I will see you guys all in the next episode. Until then, later. Which hopefully, if you guys are curious, the next episode, I'm gonna hope I can get it out by tomorrow. But that's kind of just a hope at the moment, because I've kind of got a lot of things to do. But anyway, with that being said, I will see you guys in the next one. So, later.